Okay, so let's go ahead and let's continue talking about Ad Builder and talking about our purpose. So one of the things that I want you guys to understand is in order to find Ad Builder, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the homepage of Rick under the third-party links. All right. So if you don't have access to Rick, this is kind of a housekeeping thing. If you don't have access to Rick or Fran Connect, it's called by both names, contact your FC and they will be able to get you connected in. But this is how you're going to connect to Ad Builder is through the homepage of Rick under the third-party links. And if you have any additional questions with that, just let me know and I will be happy to assist you. The main purpose behind Ad Builder is to allow you guys as franchisees to have the control in your hands while really still preserving the integrity of the brand. So I understand that some of the frustrations that are going to come about are the fact that there are limitations in with the marketing materials that you're going to find, but we're doing that so that we can maintain the integrity of all of our marketing materials. Now, you are not limited to only these materials. You can contact myself, you can contact Michael Lynn, and we can help you create something that will be a little bit more custom for you. But I think that Ad Builder is going to be a great place for you to start to get going on any of your marketing endeavors. So let's talk about the benefits of Ad Builder. Like I was saying earlier, you're able to get branded material and customize it for you and your particular office. All right. You're able to put in your URL. You're able to put in your phone number. You're able to put in your DBA. You're able to, on certain items, you're able to pick and choose which services you want to highlight and there are some fields where you're able to customize text. So it's not 100%, but it definitely, what it allows you to do is it allows you to have immediate gratification because it is available 24/7. So if you happen to wake up at 2 a.m. and you're dying for a marketing piece, you just had a brilliant idea, you can go on to Ad Builder, find what you're looking for, and get it going, get it printed right then and there at 2 a.m. So that's one of those things that I really want you guys to understand. It is a tool that is going to be available for you to use on your time frame so you're not waiting on somebody else to get stuff together for you. A few of the other benefits is that if you use Ad Builder and you use the functions that are available in Ad Builder, you can submit a printed piece directly through the tool to a preferred vendor. That preferred vendor is Printing for Less, and it is seamlessly integrated with Ad Builder. So that means that you don't have to worry about download, you don't have to worry about file type, you don't have to worry about cropping, you don't have to worry about resolution, any of those things because it's seamlessly integrated. However, if you don't want to use Printing for Less, you are not limited to them because there is also the option of downloading a high resolution that you can use for local printing and or web use. So we're trying to give you guys the best of both worlds in this circumstance. You can go ahead and you can you can use the printer that is available on demand, or you can go ahead and use it in whichever way you would like at the local level. So now what we're going to do, guys, in just a second is we're going to actually walk through the building of a piece within Ad Builder so I can show you some of the functionality of it because I know that this is what you guys are really looking for. I'm going to be going through a user guide. Now, if you would like to look at this user guide while we are going through, I would encourage you to go to rainbowintl.com/webinar. I have the URL up here on the screen. Just so you guys are aware, this is a hidden link on our Rainbow website. This is not something that you can find by doing any type of Google searches. This is something that you have to go directly to the URL in order to access the page. This is where you'll find the archive of all of our webinars, and on here I have a downloadable Ad Builder user guide that I am about to start walking through. So before we go ahead and do that, let's go ahead. Okay, my poll isn't working. So let's go ahead and let's get started on Ad Builder. All right, guys. Like we had said earlier, you're going to find Ad Builder through the homepage of RIC. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your homepage and you're going to want to look over on your third-party links, all right? These are going to be located, if you look over here, these are going to be located over here on the right-hand side, and you're going to see it in a blue button over here on Ad Builder. So once you have had the opportunity to log into Ad Builder, this is typically what most of your home pages are going to look like, all right? There's two different things that you'll see. You're going to see here where you're going to find the most up-to-date information. We try and update this every couple of weeks, if not more often than that. And this will be the latest information that's out. Most of the time, you're going to find your monthly marketing message, which we're going to be talking about that in a few more minutes. But this is what you're going to see. So just kind of keep an eye out on the homepage where you're going to get to find the latest and greatest marketing pieces. So let's go ahead and let's say, okay, you don't want to mess with the monthly marketing message right now, but what you want to do is you want to go ahead and you want to find something else. Let's go ahead and let's talk about CE courses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the United States, and if I have any of my Canadians out there, you guys have some Canadian pieces as well, so don't be sad, I promise. So go ahead, click on the United States, and let's go ahead and let's type in CE courses up here in the search bar. Then after that, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to search all. What this is going to do is this is going to go through the archive that will look and see what different options are going to be available for you when you are doing your searching. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's look here. We're going to look at sponsoring a CE class flyer. This is the piece that I'm looking for, and this is what I would like to customize. Sorry guys, we're going to look here for the CE class flyer. This is the piece that I want to go ahead and customize. So you may, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start going through your different layouts here and figuring out, this is this is the page that you're going to be seeing when you're trying to choose a particular piece. When you go ahead and you select the piece that you want, if you want to see a higher resolution or actually see a little bit more of what the piece will look like, you can zoom in right here, and that will give you a preview of the item. So once you've decided that this is the piece that you want to use, you can go ahead and you can click on the Customize button. That is going to bring up a second window for you that you can then use to customize your piece. So first and foremost on this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to choose an add option. Now with CE courses, as many of you know, we have several that you are able to use. So let's go ahead and let's click on the ethics. We're going to click on the ethics flyer, and the ethics flyer right here is going to provide us with a few different options. If you are curious as to what is customizable and what is not, go ahead and take a look over here on the left-hand side. Each of these line items right here are different options that you can use for customization. So let's go ahead and let's get to work on our customizing. What I want to do right here is I want to say yes, lunch is included, or no, it is not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the text. Now, one of the things that I want to encourage you guys, if you click over here on the gray box, I'm clicking. Nothing's going to happen. I know this is kind of a weird quirk with the tool, but what you need to do is go ahead and actually click on the verbiage there. That will allow you to actually pull up the customizing option, and you can choose. As you can see, there's free lunch included, or there is a blank. I'm going to say that we're going to be including lunch, so let's go ahead and let's submit that. The next thing, as you can see, there it is, it's populating into the flyer. The next thing that I'm going to want to customize is going to be my DBA. What this is, for those of you who may not be aware, is going to be your Rainbow International of whatever you would like. So these are going to be just some of the different options. Now check it out. Here's the kicker. This is only on page 1. In order to truly look at all aspects of the document, you need to make sure you click on every page. So let's go ahead and let's see what's on page 2. As you can see here, since this is the back side of the CE course flyer, there are a lot more options for customization. This is very, very important. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and start going through choosing your options. As you can see, after I have gone through and customized all of my options, or after I've already gone and customized one, it's checking it off. So you can see what's going on here. And the changes are automatically going to update as you make them. So up to this point, does anybody have any questions? I would strongly encourage you to use your question function or your answer button. Now, one of the things to understand, if you go ahead and click finish before you actually go and do an option, then it's going to pull up this error page, or not this error page, just this warning page, but this template has not been completely filled in. Do you want to finish it anyway? I want to go ahead and finish it, but this is where you need to make sure that you've put in all of your customization. All right, guys. So here's the next thing that I want y'all to understand. I'm going to take a quick poll real quick. I would like to see how often you guys actually go and log into Ad Builder. So let's go ahead. I'm going to launch this poll. So let's take a break. And I'd like for you guys to answer. Okay, guys, just a couple more seconds. Okay, guys. So what I'm seeing here, and you guys can see this, you can see your polls. All right. So what you can go ahead and see is I have 31% of you guys who have voted. 31% rarely or never log in, 23% once a week. Okay, so for those of you who do not log in very often, I would strongly encourage you to start looking at Ad Builder and seeing what options are going to be available. All right, so let's go ahead. Thank you for that information, guys. This is something that's useful for me so that we can go ahead and figure out how to serve you all better. Let's go ahead and let's continue on with our customization of our piece. Once you've gone in and you've done all the customizations that you want to see, you can go ahead and you can click over here, click your view PDF proof, so you can actually see all the pieces that you have, or you can see the piece as it's supposed to be printed. Now check it out. Here's something that I would strongly encourage you to understand. If you're looking at my screen, don't be afraid. It really is blurry, okay? It's blurry because you're looking at a preview option. This is not the high resolution download. So many times, one of the biggest questions that we get, guys, is for people who are saving the preview function and they are not saving the high resolution. I will show you how to save the high resolution in just a minute, but I need you to understand that this This right here, the blurriness that you're looking at, is not a trick of your imagination. This text up here is very this text up here is clear because this is something that has been customized. This text right here is clear because this has been customized, but if you look down here, all our logos and everything are very low resolution. So keep that in mind when you're looking at this preview. This is simply meant to actually preview the document. Once you're done previewing and you think that it is good to go, let's go ahead and let's continue on. So I've gone and I've customized my layout. I'm going to go ahead and click next. The other thing I want to do is I always want to save it to my library. All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about the library during our frequently asked questions. But I'm going to go ahead and save this just to always make sure that I'm saving my work. Now, once I've saved it, this is where you can choose your options, guys. This is where you can either download now, and this will allow you to download your high resolution, or you can go ahead and you can continue by working with printing for less. This will give you your options, okay, for printing for less and the prices, so you can automatically see what price it is. One of the things that I would encourage you to understand is that these prices are available for they include shipping, but always feel free to go ahead and do do your due diligence check. Okay, so I have a question real quick. All right. So Jake has asked, can you embed a link in the PDF file for a location? You know what? That is a very good question. And honestly, Jake, I do not know the answer to that. That will be something that I will need to do some research on and get back to you. Here's where the difference is going to come into play. If you save, because this file is going to be saved as a PDF. And so really what it's going to boil down to is you can go ahead and put a link in as text. It's really going to depend upon the viewer as to whether or not that's going to be a hyperlink. The other thing that you can possibly do is you can take that PDF and make it a hyperlink after you've already downloaded it and saved it. Does that make sense? Making it to where it's embedded as a hyperlink is not going to be possible. What you can do is you can put the text in and then do some manipulation after you've already saved the file. So those are my questions. That's my answer to your question. So, okay, good. Yes, that does. Good. Thanks, Jake. All right, I appreciate that, guys. All right, this is actually a really great time. Let's go ahead and I want to ask another poll. So go ahead. What I want to see right here, guys, is what would you actually like to see more of on Ad Builder? If you don't see your answer here, please go ahead and write your answer in a comment so that we can just kind of have that and keep that. This is something that will be helpful for us as we are moving forward and trying to create content for you all. Okay, guys, we've had about a minute. Most of you guys have answered. I still have a few more who are answering. I'm going to get, it's going up. My percentage is going up. I would like to see a few more people answer the question, but I really, really, really do appreciate this feedback. It looks like that the majority of what you guys are wanting to see a little bit more of are going to be brochures and booklets. One of the things that I would encourage you guys to do, if you have ideas on different types of material that you would like to see, let us know. We want to know what you guys want more of, and we want to know what's going to be useful for you out in the field. We don't like creating things and putting them up on Ad Builder that no one uses. That's not fun for anybody involved. So I'm going to go ahead. We're closing the poll now. And I am excited to see what type of comments. Okay, so I'm seeing some different postcards, wood floor cleaning postcards, commercial carpet cleaning. Okay, now it looks like, so these are all really, really great answers. Thank you very much, Tim, for throwing that in there. So now here's another, here I see another question that Bill has asked. Bill has asked, do the layouts and designs ever change? Bill, that's a very, very good question. Bill, here's where we're going with this. A lot of it depends on what exactly you're looking for. We do have design standards here at the corporate office, and we're trying to keep a consistent look across all of our marketing material. So the layouts and designs do change within certain parameters. Now, what is available on Ad Builder is what's available on Ad Builder. So what I mean by that is if you are looking for something that you cannot find on Ad Builder, contact your local marketing team, which is myself and also Michael Lynn, and her contact information. Our contact information is available at the end of this PowerPoint, but contact us and we will work with you to design something that will be custom for you and your franchise that still falls within design parameters. So if you're asking if the layouts for like our CE courses ever change, so you're looking at this and you're going, I really don't like the way that's laid out. Well, I'm sorry, but it goes within our design. It goes within our design standards. And so we are not going to do a lot of changing on that. But we do try and update them as needed, and we do try and keep them fresh. So any feedback that you have, we would greatly appreciate. Okay, Melissa, I see a question from you on high resolution pictures. What exactly do you mean by that? Are you looking for high resolution pictures? Oh, you're seeing that. Please comment with suggestions. Sorry. Actually, you know what? And I'll be happy to show you guys this. We actually do have the photos available on Ad Builder for our high resolution pictures. And that will be something that I will be happy to show you. Let's go ahead and let's go back. Let's look at our download options. We've already done this. We've done the download now. One of the things that I would encourage you to do and to understand, guys, is that every computer is going to be a little bit different. So Melissa, just hang tight. We'll get back to you. But if you go on and you have downloaded an option, every computer is different and every computer is set up. So whenever you download something from the internet, you need to figure out where that's going to go. For example, mine's going to be saved or I can open it. So this is what I would do if I was going to actually save a file and I know where it's going to be saved. So every computer is different. So sometimes when you're downloading something and you lose the file, you're going, I don't know where it's at. Well, I don't know either. So that's going to be something that's on your computer. Okay, so Melissa, if I'm understanding you correctly, you're saying that you would like to see the photos available on FranConnect. That is definitely something that we are working on. That is not something that we currently have available, but we are working on that, and that is definitely feedback that we will take in. So I appreciate you saying that. Now, if you are looking for these photos, here's where you can get them here on Ad Builder. Go ahead, if you go to your United States, to your advertising and marketing materials. If you go down here and you look at photos, you can actually access all of our high resolution photos that we utilize in our print and digital material here that you can download and use for your own uses. So this is at least a temporary workaround for not having them available on FranConnect. Again, if you have any feedback or have any other questions, please feel free to let me know. Okay, guys. So what we're going to do for now is we're going to take a second and we're going to actually go through some of the frequently asked questions that we find and that we come across here within Ad Builder. We've already covered some of them, but I'm going to go back over and touch base again. And if you have any additional questions, please don't hesitate to ask. We're trying to answer these as they come in. And so if you have questions, let us know. Okay, so again, one of the main questions that we see is how do I access Ad Builder? Like we've said, you access it through FranConnect or RIC, R-I-C. Yeah, everybody calls it something a little bit differently. We've already kind of shown you how you do that. You do it through the third-party links on the right-hand side. Now, how much does it cost to download a customized template? Good news for you, it doesn't cost you anything to actually download a customizable template. This is something that you all are paying for with the ad fund that you pay into. This is part of the service that you are receiving by being a franchise and part of the corporate team. All right. So you don't have to pay anything to download it. Now, if you want to go ahead and actually print it, yes, you do need to cover the cost of actually printing the material. But to download and actually customize and to have access to the ad builder tool does not cost you anything. Now, one of the things that we see all the time is we get people going, wait, where did the file that I saved in my library actually go? Well, going back to Bill's statement a little bit earlier, we do update items. I know it might not seem like it, but I promise you that we do update items. We try to do it on a semi-regular basis. If an item is updated for a wide variety of reasons, maybe there was something wrong with the original file, or maybe some information regarding that program has changed, or maybe a design has changed, and that file has changed, the link in your library has been broken. What I mean by that is that since the file has changed, in order to protect the integrity of your marketing material, okay, you have to go back in and find it again. I understand how that can be frustrating, but think of it as a way that you're protecting yourself and your resources and your marketing materials, because we are trying to make sure that what you are using is the most up to date and the best that is available to you. So just keep that in mind. Again, I understand that that can be a little bit frustrating, but if something has disappeared from your library that was previously there, chances are that that particular piece has been updated with some type of new information. So keep that in mind, guys. Now, another question that we often see is, do I need to customize every option? The answer is no. As you could see on the example that we were doing, you do not need to customize every option. If you do not customize every option, it will give you an error, or not an error, but just a little check mark to make sure that you know that you haven't customized everything, but that's okay. You just need to be aware that you haven't, but you can go ahead and you do not have to customize every option. It's one of those buyers beware. So make sure that you are doing your due diligence to cover all of the options available. Another question that we see is, I'm clicking on the box and Ad Builder won't let me customize. Why is that? This is exactly what I was showing you guys with the gray boxes a little bit earlier. When you're in the customizing screen, there is a gray box next to the text. It's a little bit silly, but it's just the checkbox to show you whether or not you have actually customized it or not, okay? But you have to click on the text itself to customize it. A weird quirk, I know, but nonetheless, just kind of part of what it is. Another question, I didn't receive a confirmation email after placing my order. Well, if you didn't receive a confirmation email, then chances are that something didn't go right. So at that point, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to contact the vendor, so contact Printing for Less, and their information is on every page of Ad Builder, or replace your order, because you will receive a confirmation email if you place directly through the vendor associated with Ad Builder. Another one that we receive, and this is by far the most common question that we receive: why is my download so blurry? This is the big difference between the preview option of a PDF or JPEG and the high resolution. If you do not see the high resolution, then you are looking at the download option and it is going to be blurry. That's pretty much a guarantee, because that's 100% what it is it is a preview, not the actual file. So just always be very, very cognizant of what you are doing and what your goal is. And then last but not least, how do I get my downloaded file to my printer or ad representative? Well, very easy. Once you've actually downloaded the file, you can just go ahead and email it to them. That's really the best way to go ahead and get a file sent to your printer. It's not something that is going to create a lot of confusion. That's just The easiest way, however your vendor wants the file sent to them, that's how you should go ahead and get it to them. Just make sure that you download it. It'll be downloaded onto your computer, and then from there, it is your file to do with what you would like. Well, it looks like, guys, that Mike has not been able to join us, so we're going to go ahead and continue on with our presentation regarding the monthly marketing message. I was going to get some feedback from Mike regarding which marketing pieces that he most frequently uses and what else would he like to see, but I'm glad that we've gotten that feedback from you guys as well. So let's go ahead and let's talk about the monthly marketing message. We're going to cover a few different things. We're going to talk about what it is, what does this actually look like, what does it consist of, where do you find it, and then hopefully if Mike is able to jump on between now and the end, we'll be able to get some feedback from him on how he uses it. And again, if there are any BDAs out there who do utilize a monthly marketing message, I would love for you all to jump in and give me your feedback on that. All right, here's what the monthly marketing message is, guys. First and foremost, the monthly marketing message is a monthly theme campaign. The goal of the monthly marketing message is it is designed to be a campaign that is timely, that is relative to the time of year, that is relevant to current events, or is something that we hear a lot of questions about. Corporate is the one who decides what the topics are going to be every month. And so if you have any feedback and would like to help provide information on the different monthly marketing messages, let us know. We would love to hear that. Really what the whole goal of it is to leverage our best practices and knowledge along with our expert positioning. And what we really want to do, guys, is we want to give you all out in the field new topics to discuss on a regular basis. We're trying to free up your time by providing you with ready-made marketing material. And again, overall, it is to strengthen the brand so we can have more voices, which equals a louder message. So real quick, I would like to ask who has actually heard of the monthly marketing message. This is something I know that can be a little bit confusing, but I would just like to get some feedback to see what you would like, who has actually heard. So I'm going to go ahead and launch this poll. So who has actually heard of the monthly marketing message? Good. I'm actually getting some feedback of people who have heard. Okay, a few of you out there who have not heard, understand. Going to give you guys just a couple more seconds. Yeah. Huh? All right, well, good. I'm glad that there are a few of you out there who haven't heard of it. And this will hopefully open up your eyes as to what options are available with the monthly marketing message. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and let's close that poll, share the results. Okay. So here, guys, what you're looking at right now is you're looking at an example of the monthly marketing message. This is the monthly marketing message package for the month of October. As you can see, this is something that is currently found on AdBuilder. And what you can see is that everything goes together. We try and do this every month. We arrange it around a particular theme. We arrange it with a particular graphical design that is consistent throughout. And we also try to present consistent information. There are several pieces that are involved in the monthly marketing message, and we'll go over those in just a second. But as you can see, we have a lot of different options presented here. And every month has this exact same feel, meaning that every month they all go together. Every month it's a different color scheme. Every month is a different font scheme. But every month, all the different pieces are designed to coincide, to be cohesive, so that you can be consistent throughout. Let's go ahead and let's talk about some of the pieces that are included in the monthly marketing message. Utilizing October as an example, October is fire prevention month. Specifically, it's the second week in October is fire prevention month. So what we decided to do it on was preventing electrical fires. This was the particular theme that was chosen. Now, within the monthly marketing message, there are multiple facets that are available for you. As you can see, look at all these different pieces that all surround around one particular theme. We have our white paper. The white paper is the kind of heart and soul of the monthly marketing message. The white paper is a multi-page document that is designed to educate your clients as to the theme that's at hand. Okay. Now, there's a lot of different people who have mixed feelings on the white paper. The reason why there's mixed feelings is because it is a multi-page document. So if you're trying to actually print it, that can get very costly. Understand that. So let's go ahead and let's just know that the white paper is mostly utilized in a digital format, which is why I have digital labeled right down here. Another facet of the monthly marketing message is going to be your email marketing. Your email marketing we utilize through Constant Contact. We integrate the monthly marketing message into an email template that we push out to your inbox. And again, this incorporates the white paper into a digital format to allow you to keep up with your customers. Now, one that we have a lot of mixed review on is going to be the infographic. Most people love our infographics, but a lot of the feedback that we've been getting is that it needs to be printable, which is great. We need to hear that feedback. So the big thing with the infographic is that we have now made it to where it is a printable piece. You can see it on, it is going to either be a one-pager, 8.5 by 11, or possibly a legal size, but preferably on a letter size, possibly two-sided. For example, the October one, if we go back here and look on the right-hand side, this is just an example of my October infographic. It is 2 pages, but that means you can go ahead and you can get it printed front and back. Now, I'm going to stop myself real quick because I have a few questions right here, or comments. All right, great. Melissa loves the Facebook and Twitter daily posts. I'm glad to hear that. And I'm also glad to know that you like the Facebook custom header. So that'll be something we'll talk about in just a few minutes. Okay, so now Tim has asked that, or he has stated that he was using it, but it would come out late in the month, so the Facebook stuff would get off date and it was time consuming to put in. Okay, Tim, totally understand that. We have been working on making our processes a little bit smoother. We try to get the upcoming months. So for example, I put out the October message. It was put up on Ad Builder on October 1st. And we try and do that with all of the social media posts and the social media images now. So if you have not used it recently, I would encourage you to use it again. We are trying to make it more consistent to where it comes out at the very beginning, the first day of the month in question. So just let us know, give us this feedback, and we can work our best to make it more consistent to put it out within a timely fashion. So again, we appreciate that feedback. Let's go ahead and let's go back to talking about some of the different pieces that are within our monthly marketing message. As Melissa pointed out, we have a very large digital presence when it comes to our message. We include social media images, and if you look here, sorry guys. If you look here on the left-hand side, this is just an example of what some of our social media images are. Basically, what we do is we take the white paper with the different facts and pieces of information that are going to be helpful for your clients, and we put them into images that are going to be easily shareable on social media. That is the point of the social media images. All right. Another thing that we provide is we actually provide a Word document that has an entire month's worth of social media posts available for you to use. So if you use social media and you have a hard time developing content, have no fear, we help you out. That's the bottom line. That's what we want you to understand. You do not have to use the posts that are there. In fact, we encourage you to utilize your own content and to make things custom. However, if you need a little bit of bolstering and you need a little bit of assistance, we have posts available for you to use. Another thing that we have is we actually have a marketing calendar. The marketing calendar, as you can see, is here in the middle of this slide. And the marketing calendar is our way of trying to assist you guys with some different ideas of how you can actually market. All right. So what we try and do is we just bust out the calendar and look and try and help brainstorm some different ideas as to what you can do when you're out in the field. Okay, guys, I have a few questions right here. So Katie has asked that the infographic uses a lot of ink, so can we have a low ink option of each image that we can quickly and inexpensively print on home printer? Katie, that is a very good question. That is something that I will ask my designers and see if maybe we can brainstorm a better option, because I absolutely understand what you're talking about. I can see how that could be very high ink and could be very costly to print. So let me, I don't want to make any promises that we'll be able to get it out for this next month, but that is definitely feedback that we will take into consideration to try and make a little bit easier. Okay, so now Michelle has also asked a different question, and she's basically said that for the Facebook monthly header, it says October message fire prevention, and you want to use it during a different month. Is there a way to get the October message removed? That is a very, very good question, Michelle. The only way to get that removed is to basically ask us to help you with that, and we would be happy to help you through that, no problem. Now, the reason why we have changed it to where the Facebook header says October message is because we are trying to make it a little bit more consistent so people understand during all the Facebook posts that it goes along with a theme. So that's why we've changed the Facebook header to say October message. But again, let me take that feedback back to my designer so that maybe we can go ahead and maybe come up with a different option that won't be month specific. So Tara has asked that how does she find the message on Ad Builder? Tara, that is a great question. I will be happy to show you that in just a minute. And you don't have to use the search option. I will show you the path in just a minute. So just hang tight, Tara. I appreciate it. Bart, you have asked that with the thought of getting out a couple of weeks prior in the month, so you can hit the road running for day one and not a few days into the month. Now that is very, very good feedback. Basically the question is can we at corporate try to work a little bit better about getting it out sooner? And the answer is yes. That is something that we will work on, and I will discuss that with the marketing team here at corporate, and we will try to see what we can do to improve our systems to get that information out to you guys a little bit sooner. Can't promise 2 weeks, but maybe we could just do a week, Bart. How about that? Is that a compromise? So let's go ahead and we'll talk about that. Alex, you have asked is there a header specifically for Twitter? The answer is no. We don't have a header specifically for Twitter right now, simply because the demand hasn't been there. All right. So that is something that I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to launch one other poll real quick. I'm going to keep on answering questions, but I want to know how often you're actually using the month. But Alex, to answer your question, there is not a header that is specifically designed for Twitter because it's not something that people have asked for. If you're asking for it, I would love to answer it. Okay, because I see that the header that's usually posted looks fine on Facebook, but it doesn't fit on Twitter, and that's correct. That is definitely something that we will take into consideration. So Okay, good. Guys, I appreciate y'all taking the time to answer these questions. Um, Again, this is the feedback that we need. Now, Tim has asked another question, and Tim has wanted to know, what is the 855 Rainbow? Tim, that's a great question. We're getting a little bit off topic here, but the 855 Rainbow is actually the national call center number. So when calls come in that are prompted by corporate, then they are directed to the 855 Rainbow, which then goes to the call center, which then goes out to you guys. So a little bit of a complicated process, but that's what the 855 Rainbow is. Colleen says hi. Hi, Colleen. It's great. Okay. Can there be a constant contact JPEG placed on ad builder for the monthly marketing message? In fact, there actually is, Carrie. I know because we create it. So there is a constant contact header that is placed on ad builder every month. If it's not there, I will take a look and I will be happy to send it to you, but no big deal. All right. Okay, now Bart, you've asked to answer the monthly marketing message. I don't understand your question, Bart. You need to retype that, sir. So get back to me on that one. Okay, so Colleen, yes. Hi, you're back, and she has said that she has missed some information on how she can rewatch some of those parts. Yes, we will have this archived on the webinar page, which is rainbowintl.com/webinar. That is the hidden link we talked about earlier where you find the download for Ad Builder. Okay, so Carrie has asked, she's using the header, but she wants to use the monthly marketing message in the JPEG itself. So if I'm understanding you correctly, you're talking about the actual white paper being in a JPEG. That's definitely something that we can try to do. That is just a lot of different individual images. So if you would like to use a monthly marketing message in Constant Contact, I would encourage you to actually use our social media posts and embed those, because those are already ready-made. They're already the right resolution for web use, and they are very easy for you to find. If you would like something else and I'm not necessarily understanding your question correctly, which is highly possible, then feel free to shoot me an email and we can go ahead and discuss ways to further help you out with your monthly marketing message. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and let's continue on real quick. Last but not least, we actually have a direct mail piece that we will often put for our monthly marketing message. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to launch one other poll, and I would like to know, what type of pieces would you like to see within the monthly marketing message? Currently, the reason why we don't have a direct mail piece this month for the month of October is we were getting nobody who was downloading it. If you would like to see direct mail pieces, let us know. And that is definitely something we can bring back, because we're happy to design it, but there's no point in expending resources that are already, we're trying to maximize our time and work to the best of our abilities. There's no point in spending time creating pieces that you guys aren't going to use. So that's really why I'm looking for this feedback. And if you would like to see the postcards, great. Let's absolutely have that. But we were just wanting to know what pieces you would like. Okay, Dan has asked one quick question. This is kind of off topic, but he's asked that not all phones provide an alpha number notation, which makes the dialing of the 855 Rainbow impossible. So do we provide the numeric option when designing on how to contact? That is actually a very good point, Dan, and we do have those available on certain pieces, not all of our pieces. So that is definitely something that we're going to need to examine from the brand level as a whole as to how we want to address that. So I appreciate you asking that, and that's very good feedback. I'm going to go ahead, guys. I'm going to close the poll, and I'm going to share these results so you guys can see. It looks like a lot of you guys want to see more digital pieces and also more one-page flyers that you can use. If you have ideas on digital pieces that you would like to see, please feel free to let me know. All right, so let's go ahead and let's move on. Now, Tara, this is really to answer your question. How can you find the monthly marketing message? It's available on Ad Builder. You go to your advertising and marketing materials, monthly message 2014 in October. Check it out right here. We go to advertising and marketing materials, to monthly message. Oh, goodness. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's go back. If you can see this, you're going to go to advertising and marketing materials. You're going to go to monthly messages. You're going to click on the year, and then you're going to click on the month, and this is going to give you all of your different pieces. Please note that I would encourage you guys to view all so you can see all the different options that are available. Okay. Now, the other thing that I would encourage you guys to do, and this is something that we hear quite often, is maybe that particular message isn't applicable to you and your franchise that month. So go back and look at the archive. Let's see what can be available to you so that you can use different topics for different months that are going to apply to you. So, Tara, this is for you. This is the path. But as you can see, it's pretty easy. It's going to be under advertising and marketing materials, monthly message, the year, and the month. And that will just keep your continued archive. So again, Mike has not been able to join us, and we will keep him in our thoughts as we move forward. But then, so last but not least, let's go ahead and do you guys have any questions at all that have not been asked? I keep trying to unmute everybody, and it's not really working. So if you have questions, let me know. We're happy to answer them. You can also email me. I'm going to go ahead. Here is my email information, guys. Over here on the top left side, it's shauna.royston@dwyergroup.com. You can also email Michael. Her information is over here on the top right side. We would be happy to assist you with anything that you need. I would also encourage you guys to go ahead and mark on your calendar next month's webinar. It's going to be on, November 12th, 2014, noon Central Standard. It's the second Wednesday of every month. If you'd like to go ahead and register for it, here's the URL, November BDA webinar. Make sure you capitalize the letters that are capitalized. You can also find the link on our webinar page. It is not up currently, but it will be up this afternoon. So go ahead and feel free to bookmark our webinar archive page so you can easily access it. And let's see. Okay, guys, it doesn't look like that anybody has any additional questions or comments. Oh, wait, here we go. Here we go. Sorry, there were some. All right. Now, Dixon has asked, what did you just show us for the social media post? For the social media posts, we have a few different options. Dixon, I'm not 100% certain what you're asking. If you're asking about where to actually find those files, you're going to find those on Ad Builder right here. If you go into your month, you can find the actual web post here under this icon. Look at the Facebook and Twitter icon. You can actually see the post downloadable right there. So if that doesn't answer your question, let me know. Okay, Alex, you're absolutely right. We did get the invitation for the webinar a day before the event. I understand that. I sent out a reminder email the day before. Now, we actually have a BDA web newsletter that goes out that has the invitation in it as well. And so I try to reach you guys in a couple of different ways. So if that's something that you are not on the BDA newsletter, please feel free to email me your information, and so we can go ahead and get you added to that. My information, again, is right there. So we would love to get you added to that because the information originally went out in the email. Okay, Tara, you were saying that you cannot download the documents. If that's something that you are experiencing, then that might be, yes, I believe that could be something with your computer. Maybe we can go ahead and get on a conference call a little bit later on so that we can get that figured out. Now, Michelle, you've asked a really good question regarding, can the 1-800 handle number be removed from the monthly heading for our Facebook? We've actually done this a couple of different ways. We've changed it up this month. If you are looking in Ad Builder, you are actually going to see a Facebook cover that you can customize as well as a non-customizable Facebook cover. So if you go up here to the Facebook cover that you can customize, you can go in and actually put in your phone number. So we have it as a default of 855 Rainbow, but if you want, you can go ahead and put in whatever phone number you would like. And then that will allow you to download it as a JPEG and put that on your own individual Facebook page, because we have gotten that feedback before. Let me know if you have any questions with that. Okay, Bill, you asked you can or cannot print in-house. Bill, you absolutely can print in-house. You can print with whatever vendor you would like. You do not have to utilize the Printing for Less vendor that is found through AdBuilder. But you can. That's just an option for you. So that's why we give you the high resolution download, so that you can download at any point. Okay, Dan, you've asked if I have any information on the warranty program. If you're asking, do I have any information in print on AdBuilder for the warranty program, that'll be something I'll need to look into. I don't know the answer to that right now, but let me look into that and get back to you. Off the top of my head, I don't have any information. But if you're looking for a specific piece to be printed, then that's definitely something that we can collaborate on to get that going. Okay, Jake, I'll email you. Okay, and Dixon, let's see. Okay, now Kristen has asked that they're doing a CE course, but they still need a little bit more flexibility and customization. Is this possible? Well, I understand that we might not be able to have all the options available for you. So at that point, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to just contact us. You're going to want to contact your local marketing team, and we would be happy to assist you with customizing that flyer to get it to suit your needs, because we do understand that not everything, not all the options are going to meet everybody's needs. All right. That pretty much answers all of our questions. Yes, those of you who've asked to be added to the newsletter, I will I will definitely add you. Please feel free to email me at my email address. Again, guys, that email address is right here. It's going to be shauna.royston@dwyergroup.com. We will be happy to add you. Now, Bill, one last question. You have asked if we can print to Office Printer. Yes, if you download a marketing piece to your computer, you can print it to whatever printer you would like. You can print it to your office printer, or you can send it off to a third-party vendor to print locally, whatever you would like to do. Once you've downloaded it and it is on your computer, it is your file to do with what you need to do. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to give you as many options as possible. Okay. And then I will answer this one last question, guys, and then we're going to go ahead and sign off. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to contact me directly, and we will get your questions answered. Carrie has asked, can the webinars be at the beginning of the week or at the end, like a Friday, because Wednesday is crazy busy? Carrie, I absolutely understand that. And the frustrating part about this is I can't help everybody. We've actually gotten some feedback from you guys that Wednesday at noon is the best date. We are open to other options, but this is also why we want to have these webinars available for you to view if Wednesdays at noon is not a good time frame for you. But so far, for the majority of the network, Wednesdays at noon, the second Wednesday of every month at noon is Central Standard Time, is the best time frame. So, we will keep that feedback going. Would love to hear back from you, but I would strongly encourage you, if you can attend, to just keep up with our recordings and to contact your local marketing team if you have any additional questions or would like clarification on a topic that is addressed. Okay, guys, we appreciate your time. We are looking forward to next month's webinar. We have a lot going on over here, and we are working our best to serve you in a timely fashion and to help you with all of your marketing needs. I thank you for your time. I know we went over just a few minutes. So thank you for your time. Thank you for all your feedback and all your questions. We will take this to the team, and I hope everybody has a fantastic Wednesday. Bye.